decimals as a fraction. Your box up here is going to explain how to do it, but I'm also going to show you a fast, easy way to do it. But first, you have a 0.1 equals 1 over 10. 0.23 equals 23 over 100. 0.456 equals 476 over 1,000. Okay? 2, 3, and 4 explain how to write it as a tenth, write it as a hundredth, write it as 1,000. So make sure you read over those. Okay? You're also going to need to use your decimal place chart value. If you don't have it or can't find it, I believe I put it in my Google Classroom. I will check after this video to make sure you have it. Okay? So let's get to our problems. Okay, so let's look at 1A. You have to write equals in the blank if the fraction and decimal are equal. Write not equals if they are not equal. So, the fastest way to do it is if you have one number here, you need to add a 0 on the bottom. If you have two numbers, let's go to the one that's correct. If you have two numbers, you need to have 2 zeros on the bottom, and so on. So, if we have one number over 1 0, which is the 10th place, this is equals. They are equal, meaning that they are the same number. Next one, we have one number here over 1 0, which means they're equals. Okay? Now here we have two numbers over 1 0. Does that match our rule that I explained up here? No. This is not equals. It should have another 0. Okay, this one, we have our two numbers, we have 2 zeros. So this is equals. Okay, now we get 3 numbers, which means we need to have 3 numbers on the bottom. So this one is equals. Okay, now we're back to one number, and this one has 2 zeros. Does that match our rule that we talked about on A? No, so this is not equals. G, we have 93, 2 numbers. Do we have 2 zeros? Yes, those are equal. We have 3 numbers. Do we have 3 zeros? Yes, that is equals. Okay, number 2. It is wanting you to write each decimal as a fraction. Okay, so we're going to take the rule that we learned with up here on top. We're going to take our rules and we're going to apply it down here. Okay, so we have to write it as a fraction. Well, if we have one number, it means we need to have 1 0, but we also got to add our 1 so that it's a 10th place. Now we just write 7. We take the decimal away because the decimal's over here on the bottom now. Okay, so we have 2 numbers here. So this means we need to have 2 zeros, add our 1, and then we just put our original number on top. We have 3 numbers, add our 3, then our 1, and write the original number. we have one number, so we do 1, 0, add a 1, and then put our 9 on top. 2 numbers, 2 zeros, a 1. Now we add the 49 on top. 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3 zeros on the bottom. Put a 1 here. Now we do 157 on top. 1 numbers, 1 or 1 0. Put a 1, and then our number. 2 numbers, 2 zeros. Put 21 on top. That is how you do those. Okay, the rest of the page, you need to, let me get the book again. Okay. The rest of the page here, you need to fill in your place value names, which is these up here. You need to put these in here. This one, you're just going to write the number out. So 643 and 7 tenths. 643 and 7 tenths. Because this is in the tenths place value. Okay? So back to 5. All you're going to do is, Ellen has 5 oranges. Tom has 9 oranges. Rob has 6 oranges. Put oranges down here because we want to measure how many they have. You put the names of each person right here. You label this 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then draw how many they have. Okay, then you just have normal story problems, and then your homework, which you guys already know how to do and complete.